Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about another creepy urban legend, and this time it's going to be about the urban legend of the Slender Man. So this one I've been following for the past couple of years now, and I'm totally invested in hearing the stories and all these supposed origins of the Slender Man. So I did my research and I wrote down some not notes, but I wrote down the best information and the most convincing information that I could possibly find. So if I'm looking down a lot, it's just because I put it onto my iPad after I typed it all out. So I'm just going to read it off. Slender Man is an alleged paranormal figure, and he's said to be in existence for 7 years. He ties his appearances in with many other legends around the world, including the Darkman from Scotland, the Dutch Branch Man, and the German legend of the Tall Man. So his appearances, he's obviously a very large man with extremely long arms and legs, and sometimes he appears to have 4 to 8 tentacles that are coming from his back. Theories are he can contract his tentacles and then contract his victims with them. He's described as wearing a black suit notoriously similar to the Men in Black. And he's very thin, and he's able to stretch his limbs to inhumane. In order to induce fear, he contracts his victims. And the victims are put into some sort of hypnotized state where they're completely helpless, stop themselves from walking and talking because they're contracted by his tentacles. Now, whether he kills or takes his victims to an undisclosed location is unknown, because there's never any evidence of the belongings left behind, and there's never any victims' bodies left behind. So we're not really sure what he does with them, figuratively speaking, if he's real. But we're not sure what he actually does with his victims once he contracts. We're not sure what he actually does with his victims once he contracts them. He has ghostly pale white skin, and his face is covered with some sort of white gauze or wearing a top hat, fedora. The rumors are that he's mainly seen by children. He's reported to be seen in sections of the woods, which generally are suburban. It's in woods and forests, and preys and stalks children. And the theories are he also enjoys stalking people who become overly obsessed and paranoid with his existence, purposely showing them glimpses of him. For this reason, it seems like he enjoys psychologically torturing his victims. And the origin, although people argue that Slender Man was supposedly originated by a user on Reddit.com, but once the story was posted, people started to reply to the story and say that they have themselves witnessed Slender Man and experienced him. They started claiming to see him, and now more and more reports of Slender Man are coming out. And he's also seen at night peering into people's windows, walks out in front of lone motorists on secluded roads. And arguably he's dated back to paintings, drawings, and hieroglyphics. The Serra de Captiva National Park in the northeast of Brazil show a strange character leading a child by the hand. And these paintings were dated back to 9000 BC from a cave drawing. Also in 3100 BC, in a lower part of Egypt, which references to a thief of gods. The hieroglyphic carvings representing a thief found in the pharaoh's tomb, and the carvings resemble a strange figure with multiple upper limbs, and this was never found in any other type of hieroglyphic language. He's also depicted in English mythology and Romanian mythology. So what people think happened is a user on Reddit actually did create the story and the little legend of what is Slender Man. And it started off as a hoax. The person was, just creating a story. And people got so invested in this story and so started to believe so much into him that it could have actually created something out of that, just based off of how many people started to believe in him. But I don't know, call me crazy. I did find pictures of the hieroglyphics and the drawings of him, but I don't know. What do you think? I've been really interested in the story of Slenderman for like a really long time now, and it always creeped me out, like, because I used to walk a lot at night for my old job when I was a teenager, and I had literally just found out, and I heard stories about what the Slender Man is, and that's like all everybody was talking about at the time. And I used to walk, like, it was like a good 30-minute walk from my house to work, and I'd get out at 8 o'clock at night, and I would literally be so paranoid that I was going to end up seeing the Slender Man. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Just another urban legend video, and I will be back with more because I love talking about urban legends, and I love talking about paranormal and conspiracy theories. Anything creepy, I love talking about. So let me know what you guys think about the Slender Man, and I will be back with more videos, and thank you for watching.